Now, how did you make that transition from being that, somewhat shy introvert or someone who didn't have much care to talk to, the people you're working with to now what you do, which is, communicate with people and, you've been a keynote speaker in a lot of places. So to become more communicative and, I guess less introverted, maybe you're introverted in personal life, but, less introverted, at least publicly.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of a weird sleight of hand. So a friend of mine, actually high school buddy, same guy that got me the job at the chicken plant, he had gotten involved in an opportunity, a sales business kind of opportunity. And he was very suited for that. He was very gregarious, outgoing, life of the party. Everybody was always listening to Steve. So if there was a party, 20, 30, 40, 50 people at a party, everybody would be listening to Steve. I would be over in the corner just listening to everybody and watching everybody. So he got involved in this business thing, and he wanted me to get involved in it. And I went and looked at it, and I don't know anything about this. This requires that I go out and sell and promote and talk to people and wear a suit and all this kind of stuff that just wasn't me at all. So when I say sleight of hand, the business itself did not appeal to me at all. And it was a business that promoted, hey, if you do this, you can make a lot of money. That didn't even appeal to me. I really was just somebody who wanted to live a simple life. But when I say sleight of hand, the people that were involved in that business, the leadership in that business, the owner of the business, and some of the top lieutenants in that business portrayed a characteristic, a style that I'd never seen before, which we would now call mentorship or coaching or leadership. They showed a deep and sincere interest in me, which at the age of 22, my parents hadn't even shown a deep and sincere interest in me. Nobody else had shown a deep and sincere interest in me. And they asked me questions nobody'd ever asked me before, like, what do you want to do with your life? Who do you want to be? What do you like about yourself? What would you like to change about yourself? If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live? And I'm thinking, what? I mean, I live in Livingston. It's 11 miles from where I grew up in Merced. I guess somewhere between Livingston and Merced. I don't know. What are you talking about? Live anywhere in the world? I just didn't have that kind of viewpoint. And, for listeners, this was 1977. There was no internet, right? Things were a little simpler back then. But what caught me, Felix, were individuals who had spent their business career developing other people. They were business people that realized that how you succeed in business is by developing people. And you can develop pretty much anybody that is willing to be developed. You can coach anybody that's willing to be coached. And I was very coachable. So even though I was stubborn and I was an introvert and I was negative, I kept showing up for the coaching. I kept showing up for the conversation. I actually looked at this business opportunity every day for 3 weeks before I got involved. And what kept me coming back was curiosity. So I've always been curious. And even though I've not always been coachable, I've always wanted to better myself. And so I just found a group of people that were very successful in business. I liked the way they talked. I liked the way they walked. I liked the way they moved in the world. I liked the way they interacted with other people. They had great confidence and self-esteem, but at the same time, they had peace and they had power, and I wanted that. So I paid attention to them. And they were so attractive that they overrode my objection to their business model. So I got involved in the business model really just so I could stay in their presence, stay under their tutelage, if you will. And it took 2.5 years for them and their systems and personal development and all of that stuff to mold me into somebody that was willing to talk to other people, listen to other people, not bring my farm and ranch mentality to the people business. And, it worked.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at felix.levine. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment.